Hello there. What is going on, everybody? Today we're talking about Star Wars Armada in 2023. What is new? What is coming for Armada in 2023? I know a lot of people are always asking, like, do you think Rapid Reinforcements 2 is coming out? Do you think AMG is going to actually give us some more Clone Wars stuff? We're going to talk about all of that, the likelihood of things happening, and what we do know and what we don't know. So before I dive too deep into it, let's just get some admin stuff out of the way. First off, make sure you check out all the links in the video description below. Like the video, share the video, all that great stuff. It definitely helps me out. Subscriptions are 50% off for the next 6 months. They're free, there, so 50% off is free. But no, definitely, it helps. It helps you make sure that you see my content if you're interested in Star Wars gaming. Also, also means you're more likely to get recommended, Star Wars stuff on YouTube and stuff that you're more interested in, as opposed to stuff that you have no interest in. So your subscriptions do matter. They also help out the creators that you like to watch, and hopefully if you're here, hopefully you don't mind watching. So hopefully I'm giving you stuff that you find valuable. With all that also being said, we are doing the lightsaber giveaway still. There's still time left to enter to win that. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into some of the talking points. First off, Armada does have one major event coming up at Adepticon early in, well, I'd say, what is that, in April, March, April for Worlds is happening at Adepticon this year. They're going to have our World Championship for Star Wars Armada. It might be a fantastic opportunity for AMG to talk a little bit more about the future plans for Star Wars Armada, or to be on hand, because they are hosting this event. Adepticon is going to have AMG personnel on site. If you are planning on being there or playing in the tournament, it's a great opportunity to talk with AMG personnel. Let them know how much you love and still support this game, and how eager you are to give them your money so they can give you more Armada stuff in the future. I think a lot of folks are very, very eager to see like another ship announcement or something great, especially as it applies to the Clone Wars. We've had the Clone Wars come out and that first wave to come right with them, but nothing since as far as a new ship, and these are factions that seriously need another wave or two to be as flushed out as the Rebels and the Empire are. And I think a lot of people say even just one more wave would do so much for all of the mechanics in the game that were planned but never got used, and all of the cards that reference things that don't exist yet, or there's a lot of stuff in the Clone Wars specifically that needs further development, as well as some rolling out of other things that could certainly be smoothed out amongst the other two factions as well. But I think Worlds at Adepticon is a great opportunity to kind of showcase that the game is still thriving and doing well. A lot of people playing at these beautiful, big, large, pre-painted ships. They're gorgeous, and the gameplay is fantastic, and it's just a beautiful game to get on the table. And Worlds is a great way to do that, and to have a new world champion, to also take a look at the meta and see what is evolving and how things are going. Will a Starhawk, end up taking the lead? Will it be, will it be Sloan and Onagers? Will it be an MSU list? How is it going to happen? Or will there be a surprise? So that's always a fun thing. Also, we recently got an OP kit for the Summa of all things, and that does mean that it is definitely possible to have more OP kits in the future. I think 2023 could see another organized play kit showing up. It'll be interesting to see if they continue to follow with the kind of the Summa path, where it's a smaller game on a 3x3 grid. My hope would be that it is for something more standard fleets, something that you can play on a normal game, like a full game, or even potentially an OP kit that rewards larger games. I think initially there were some thoughts that the Summa of all things would be like a smaller setup, so it may be easier for stores to host and to have table space. But at the same time, I don't think it was good for new players to get in, because even though it's a smaller game, I don't think the gameplay was so tremendously different than a game of Star Wars Armada that it was a whole different game to me, and I'd rather have an OP kit that feels more like an actual game of Armada, that uses a lot of the same Armada strategies and play styles, and so something that feels that maybe gives you a little bit more, like maybe an OP kit that allows you to have a second commander or a second flagship, or there's just some kind of additional flavor of breaking the rules for fun, in a way that more reflects a only slightly twisted version of casual gameplay. I think would be a really excellent win for a 2023 organized play kit. And since 2022 kind of shrunk the mission size down to 200 for that Summa of all things, maybe the 2023s will bring us up to 600, 800, or even 1,000 points, or do some even larger battles like team games and things like that, which can be sometimes very fun, especially to have a lot of ships on the table at the same time. Plus, how many people have the Superstar Destroyer that are just looking for an opportunity to run one of the two more expensive variants that you can't run in a standard game? Over points games could be the theme for 2023. Next up, a lot of people have asked about rapid reinforcements. I've asked AMG numerous times. I've never gotten a definitive answer. And usually the mindset of the answers that come out when asking about, like, hey, when's the next rapid reinforcements coming out, are very kind of lead me to believe that it was something that they definitely kept the door open for, but at the same time, probably not something they were actively working on at the time, or at least not close enough that they could actually talk about it. But that doesn't mean that they've closed the door on it. The door is absolutely open on it, because they did call Rapid Reinforcements 1 after all. And it wouldn't be very difficult to just simply continue with something that you've already laid the foundation on. It wouldn't be like you're trying to create a Superstar Destroyer out of scratch. You're just trying to do another PDF style release. As a matter of fact, I just recently did one. Of course, I didn't have to get approval from Lucasfilm. Of course, I'm not selling anything either, so I'm just I put out something free. So if you haven't already been over to Crabbok.com, you can check out Crabbed Reinforcements. It might be a holdover. That's certainly kind of a love letter to what I hope that Rapid Reinforcements 2 might be. I'm kind of hoping that it would end up being something that gives you more universal upgrades for all of your ships, as opposed to just this is one ship that you can use. I would like for something that like new cards that can go on lots of different ships, and also new ways to take advantage of some things that are underdeveloped in the game right now. Like the ship keywords and things like that. So I think a Rapid Reinforcements to something that's more official would be very possible for 2023. We've all been in the Armada pattern for a long time, and what I mean by that is we're used to slow rolling updates. The Clone Wars actually gave us a lot all at once, but before that we were used to getting one thing a year. And that's what we got in 2022. We got Rapid Reinforcements. And that was cool. Although it was a little bit smaller than what we normally get, it was still something. And it was out of the blue. So there was no lead time on it whatsoever. My one piece of major feedback for Atomic Mass Games has been, and will continue to be, if you do that again, let's hype it up a little bit. If you're going to put the work in towards creating a Rapid Reinforcements 2, then allow us to help promote this stuff for you. I mean, we would love to. I would love to. Other content creators would love to. All the podcasts and the blogs and the YouTube channels, they would all love to. The Discords would all love to keep a hype alive with with a Rapid Reinforcements 2. It wouldn't even have to be much. You could just simply look at like one of the Armada's people who is there and hey, what's coming close? Not much I can say right now. Something like that. Just a slight little gesture would go so far and would fuel months of content speculation and everything, as my oven goes off in the background. I don't know if you heard of that, but that was wonderful. But yes, just a tiny little hint for Rapid Reinforcements 2, as well as occasional little previews are, and even if you can't do a whole preview on I don't know if they can even do previews, but a preview would be great. Or even just talking about the design process. It would be very, very cool. Now, another thought, which leads me to my last bullet point, is card packs. I think with the idea of Rapid Reinforcements 1, it might mean that Rapid Reinforcements 2 might take a different form. It might not come in a PDF like Rapid Reinforcements 1. They may end up doing a Rapid Reinforcements card pack that happens to have Rapid Reinforcements 1, but also all the rest of what might be Rapid Reinforcements 2 and 3 or something like that into a full-fledged card pack, which would be absolutely fantastic. And I think we would all be over the moon if we had some new physical product. And why I think that might not be quite so far out of left field is that they kind of did something like that for X-Wing this year, where they actually got Brooks, who used to work on X-Wing and also used to work on Armada, and contracted Brooks to come back to as a contractor and and do some work, kind of like freelance style. Now, I don't know if something like that is possible right now, because I believe Brooks is back with FFG, which is really cool, but working on other products. But it would be really cool if like some of the old former Armada developers, like Brooks or Michael Gurnis, were able to be contracted by AMG to come back and be like, hey, do you guys still want to come work on another wave? Because I'm willing to bet that there are some extra files and some like theory craft, some storyboards and notes and pages of there was definitely a plan. I bet you there was flow charts and diagrams and plans and or at least a whole bunch of little yellow posted sticky notes with all things that they wanted to do. And since I think there's already been precedent that it happened in X-Wing, who's to say they couldn't do it also in Armada? And this is all in addition to reprints and keeping product on the shelves. We've seen some of it, but it's been happening little by little. As soon as stuff comes back into stock, it's instantly sold out. The Architons, for example, are always sold out right away. And so the fact that the product is still selling lets you know there's still people very, very eager to buy this amazing game. And so hopefully it reminds AMG that if they were to come out with more packs or even a campaign pack, that it's definitely going to sell and it's going to drive more ship sales as well. Unfortunately, that's probably about it that is likely in 2023. I know a lot of people want more physical ships. I don't really see more physical ships coming out anytime soon, but I would love it. I know you would love it too, especially for the Clone Wars. I know a lot of people want a Lucre Hulk or a stealth ship. I know we want more commanders for the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars needs another solid wave and at least another squadron pack. Maybe a joint squadron pack, for each faction. There's definitely a big need for a lot of that, and hopefully AMG is paying attention and is trying to do it. I know it's a slower priority with Shatterpoint coming out and getting its first real show off to the public at Adepticon as well. But maybe in the next mini extravaganza, we'll get some hints. I definitely think with a whole year ahead of us, there's plenty of time for at least another Rapid Reinforcements and another OP kit, if not also a physical product as well, which would be really, really cool. All right, guys, that is my quick look at 2023. Yes, we just jumped 20,000 years into the future, and we're still waiting on Rapid Reinforcements 2. All right, guys, that's going to do it. I will talk to you later. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this channel possible. I will talk to you later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. So say we all. Party on, dudes, and have a great day.